Hello and welcome to Thursday Climate Hackathon live stream Thursday.
Almost done.
Almost.
Yeah.
24 hours to go until submission closes. And now, final work is to be done. You need to shape your presentation. You need to get ready. I guess you know us so far.
Yeah, my name is Kim.
And my name is Goran. And we are your hosts today. And we will today.
And tomorrow and Sunday.
And on Sunday. But today we will not have NGOs for a live chat. We will have some of our council members joining us live. And we will have interesting conversation with them to hear first who they are and then actually what they will do and what are their experiences on Hackathon and what tips they could give. Yes, so Climate Hackathon, we are in day 4. It's running until tomorrow 5 p.m. What's unique about Hackathon is that all challenges are provided by non-profit and non-governmental organizations. This is Hackathon for Good. We expect solutions to be submitted as open source and hopefully can help not just those organizations that we have participating, but many others out there, right? So,
this hackathon is brought to you by Stratitech in partnership with Microsoft.
And we have our amazing partners and sponsors. So we have Ember, an independent climate and energy think tank focused on accelerating the global electricity transition. We have Subak, an accelerator and data cooperative for climate nonprofits. And we have Startup Wise Guys, a mentorship-driven accelerator program for early-stage startups, providing seed capital, office space, and mentorship.
Yeah, we also have some additional hackathon partners. So it's Copenhagen Capacity, Tech Barbecue, Impactor, Earth Hacks, Wonder Coders, Food Cafe, Assure Skåne, and Nordic Women in Tech Awards. And thank you so much for spreading the word about the hackathon.
Yeah, really great job there. Discord, our communication tool, is live. Things are happening, right? We see a lot of interactions and a lot of reaching out to mentors. We are happy to see that. Also, you're not so shy. Some pictures are appearing on the selfie channel, which is nice to see. Meet some faces over there. Approximately 2 times per day, we are running this coffee session where usually Sherry, me, Kim, Yemi, some of mentors join and have a quick chat with you to see how it's going. You can ask us any question you like, and we will have a session after this stream at 6 p.m. So feel free to join and let's have a coffee together, right? You know everything else. Challenges, any questions posed there, introduction. You still can introduce yourself. I've seen some message like this afternoon. It's late to introduce, never late, introduce yourself, who is there, share your LinkedIn profile, people will want to connect. And this is a great opportunity to connect with others out there. That's it about Discord. Everybody's familiar with it, so I think it is great. Hashtag Hack the Climate, right? We would like to see some social media activity out there. So when you post, please use this hashtag so we can find these posts. And we will feature you in daily streams. And tomorrow is this afternoon daily stream. We have only winner announcement on Sunday. So if you want to be featured on the daily stream, please post that in the next 24 hours. Actually a bit less as minutes pass by. But yeah, and did you know, Kim, that there is often on hackathons some hidden prize regarding who made the best picture on social media and such? I don't know, do we have something like that? But let's just throw a teaser and see what happens in the next 24 hours. Will they be so shy? So use the hashtag. What we had from some activities on the Discord. We had a saying, no time to tidy up your desk when you're saving the world. Yeah, saving the world is most important. Desk, not so much. We see a lot of coffee over there. Obviously, it was a really busy week. Yeah, and most important, keep hydrated and a reasonable amount of caffeine. Yeah, so easy with coffee and energy drinks and similar. Yep. Also shout out to the whole team who was active on social media. We've noticed the banners. We got one more picture saying hi. Is it morning yet? Yeah, it's actually hard to guess. There is light through the window, but like people do work through different time zones. Yesterday evening coffee, we had interesting chat from
he was in Indonesia.
Indonesia, on some island over there.
Sounded much nicer than being in Malmö, I must say, at least weather-wise.
Yeah, but okay, we have nice weather today. It was sunny and bright and yeah.
But not as warm.
Yeah, but okay, looked like spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Getting to our platform, you all more or less should be registered over there, created your project and seen how it looks so far. You need to add team members to the project. You need to write description. You need to record video that is not longer than 3 minutes and submit it there. And your submission will only be valid if you have video up to 3 minutes, text description, and link to code repository. For this text description, there is some template you can follow. Feel free to use it or write it in your own way. It doesn't matter as long as it explains the story and you can provide some additional information about your solution, like why this would work, where you got the data, and stuff like that. No need to go deep into technical details in video. And later today, we will talk how to make presentation and how you can present in those 3 minutes. So please stay tuned after session with our council. So any information about challenges, judges, criteria, everything is there. All information about challenges was posted Monday morning. It was not updated. If there was some new information, it was posted on the Discord, but we haven't posted much new information. All the valid links are there regarding datasets, different APIs, and such. Judging criteria, it's written over there. We will also remind you afterwards what you should keep in mind, how judges will look on your project. Okay, and today we said we have a council, some interesting guests joining. And our first guest is Lisa. And she works for Copenhagen Capacity as AI investment manager. That's really cool title. Yeah. So looking forward to have a chat with Lisa. If she's online, can we bring her on the screen? Let's give it not ready online. Okay, so with Copenhagen Capacity, we had a chat earlier in the Hello World.
Yeah.
You could say a few words about that.
Yeah, we did. Hello World is our webcast where we interview guests from all over the world, actually. So we had a chat with Annette Steinberg, who is the director there, and spoke about Copenhagen Capacity and their extremely ambitious goal to become the most sustainable city in the world. Well, actually, most sustainable capital in the world as well. So that's a very ambitious goal.
Yeah.
So they help companies invest in Denmark, and obviously when they bring them in, then they bring the sustainability on the agenda as well. And they're working a lot together with Copenhagen City, of course, that also has an ambition goal because they want to be carbon neutral in 5 years.
Yeah.
Or 4 now, 25, sorry. So
25.
that's a very ambitious target as well.
Yeah. More cities should have that as a
exactly.
target.
So and we're obviously really happy that they are joining as partners for the hackathon as well. Feels like it's a good fit.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we have Lisa online now? Yeah, we do. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
You are
just
muted,
a second,
maybe?
so we set up the details.
Now we should be fine? No sound?
No sound. Just small details. We cannot read lips yet, but we'll try to.
I think after some more months we will soon be able to read lips actually.
Yeah.
After all these. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, it's pretty common on Teams now.
Okay, it's
not on our side. Lisa, can you try to mute, unmute maybe, or?
We cannot read your lips.
Yeah. For some reason, your sound is not coming through. Are you able to hear us, like thumb up or no? Yeah. You're able to hear us. Something with your sound. Can you try to mute, unmute?
Okay.
No.
Try to join and
No, for some reason it doesn't work. Is there some other way we can connect quickly? Or we'll... Just a second. We are sorry about technical difficulties that we have at the moment, but...
At least it's the first time this happens this week.
Yeah,
so we've been
technology
lucky so
was working fine whole week. Something? Try to say 1, 2, 3.
We can't read your lips. Are you saying that you're going to log out and log in again, or yeah, do that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Happens that technology fails.
Yeah.
This is usually a problem on the hackathons when you do them live. Like you go on stage and something breaks, and it was working, 5 minutes before.
Yeah, exactly. Can't you tell the story about your favorite one?
My favorite one,
which
yeah,
really was
was now 3 years ago. Facebook reminded me it was a hackathon in Karlsruhe, that's South Germany. And went there with few friends, and the thing is, we were building hardware project. It was a guitar. We placed the Lego Mindstorm on top of it, and with one motor we were pressing the chords, with other one we were hitting the strings, and it was connected to Amazon Echo. And Alexa was pronouncing Rammstein lyrics, since we were in Germany, right? And yeah, it was a lot of fun to assemble so many different technologies, and it worked. And then we went on stage, took that whole thing on the table, guys were holding it, and I grabbed the mic in front of 200 people. Yeah, we built it! And I quickly explained judges what we built, and then we were about to show, and it just failed. The batteries died, and yeah, was a lot of fun.
Shows the importance of having a video recorded in advance, right?
Yeah, if we recorded video and put it in the presentation, it would be better. So with this online hackathon, it's a bit easier, I think, than, yeah.
So let's see if we can hear Lisa now.
Do we have sound? No, unfortunately. Sorry, Lisa, we'll give our best to give quick info about you, and we will try to have to chat with you tomorrow if that's fine. Maybe you can join tomorrow. Yeah, we're really sorry, not sure why it failed, but yeah, first time technology is failing this this week. Yeah, but thanks a lot for joining, and yeah, have a nice evening.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. For the Lisa, I will send the link to our Slack channel where about our Hello World with Copenhagen capacity.
That's a good idea.
And they can hear and...
But you met Lisa on hackathons before, right?
Yes.
So she's a veteran like you?
Yeah, she is. We were working together on hackathon Hack the Crisis Denmark. It was last year, a year ago, regarding this global crisis that is happening. This hackathon was organized around different countries around Europe, and then for the whole Europe. In Denmark, it was biggest hackathon as far as we know, with some 650 participants online on Slack and such. We had 370 registered on DevPost. At the moment, this hackathon has over 400 registered on DevPost, so that is, we are happy with the numbers, and we are happy, yeah, to see that people are interacting and that there is something going on. We expect solutions to be seen in 24 hours. So let's see how that will.
But going back to Lisa, that's when you met Lisa in combination with the Hacker Crisis hackathon, or?
Actually, one hackathon before, she was organizing AI hackathon for International Women's Day last year. I think that's when we met, actually, and yeah. So
it was quite funny because we were interviewing Annette, which is her boss basically, and she was referring to those those hackathon people, because she was saying they are basically a special kind of persons, and I had to agree actually. You are definitely special kinds that are very involved in different hackathons, both joining and organizing.
Yep. Well, we like that stuff. Yeah. I mean, hackathons are fun. It's a great way to meet other people, to connect with community and such. And the other day I was also telling the story that, yeah, when I moved to Copenhagen 6 years ago, yeah, I decided to go on hackathon alone because why not? Let's meet some people out there. It was developer hackathon. I'm tech-minded. I like to meet same-minded people. So why not? We should have.
Do we have a new guest?
No, we have Christopher. But we have Christopher. I don't know, is Christopher ready? If Christopher, you are ready, please join us. You're free to join us. Hello.
Perfect.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we have sound as well. Perfect.
Yeah. Previous council member that joined, we didn't have sound, and we are streaming each day now. Had this morning stream at Monday, and then every day at 5 p.m. we are streaming from the studio, following with information and daily updates. And this was first time that someone joined the call and the sound wasn't working, so it was kind of surprise, but everything was fine.
But then we have an additional guest maybe for tomorrow, so let's see if we can make that happen. So Christopher, please tell us, who are you?
So I'm a cloud advocate. I'm working at Microsoft. So basically, a cloud advocate is here to help developer build their project and their products, but also take feedback from the developer community back to the product team. We are about 100 cloud advocates at Microsoft worldwide, and I'm part of the startups team. So I know well the hackathons. I've been in a lot of hackathons myself as a coach or as a participant. And we also have a green advocacy team in this cloud advocacy team, and Asim is also part of the council.
Yeah.
Great. We had Asim as part of our Hello World session. We talk with different people around the world, and he was telling about this green
Sustainable software engineering.
Yeah, sustainable software engineering. I wanted to say green software engineering. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a really interesting session. So you said you have experience with hackathons. Like, can you give us more details? Like, do you prefer to mentor, judge? Do you prefer to participate? How? In which way? Yeah.
I would say participating is maybe it's not my favorite like role in the hackathons, but it's having a rush for creating a project for a so short time span is really great. Judging could be hard, honestly, because sometimes a lot of projects are very great, and we need to make a choice. So I feel myself being more comfortable being a mentor and having the possibility to help different teams and not concentrate on one specific team.
Yeah. So what are your expectations on this hackathon?
So on this hackathon, I hope to see innovative ideas, obviously, but also ideas that we can start to have an impact very soon. I worked on a few different projects on the climate issue or the environmental issue, like the work I'm doing with the Surfrider Foundation. And some of these projects, we need 2, 3, 5 years to start having some effect. Yeah. So I would rather prefer to see someone with or team with a vision. Let's say in 5 years we want to achieve this, but we are able to do a small step very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I think small steps is what we can. It feels like the way we are addressing the climate issues and the challenges in this hackathon, they're quite big actually. So I guess the small steps are important to take on the way because most challenges are actually really big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that you can make an impact also with the small parts. I think that's important to show value quickly in that sense. So I don't know if you're familiar with all the different challenges, but I'm assuming you are since you're on the council. So which one would you have, if you had to hack, which one would you have chosen?
Or which track to make it easier, not to pick a favorite challenge. Maybe tracks, water, ecosystem, waste, and carbon.
Yeah.
I would probably choose the water one because I'm a scuba diver and I'm also volunteering for the Surfrider Foundation, which is a global NGO trying to protect the oceans. So I know the water like better than land or other issues. So I would probably have pick up the water challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So what is your best tip from your hackathon experience to our hackathons or participants? What should they think about? They have 24 hours left or a bit less.
Yeah, that's very short time span. I would say don't be afraid to break things. I've been in a few hackathons as a participant where we pivot in the middle of a hackathon, or even the latest pivot I had in participating in a hackathon was like 12 hours or 10 hours before presenting to the judges.
Wow.
So sometimes pivoting, if you feel while you're building the solution, while you're talking with other people participating in the hackathon or with friends, and you realize that you're not going to the right direction, maybe you can pivot and fake what you will present. We are doing this in the startup way, in the startup ecosystem a lot of times. We are faking things, showing UIs that only works if you click on one button and not the other ones. Because I think the idea at the end of the hackathon is not really to have something that you can launch tomorrow, but it's something you know that you can put in few weeks or few months, and assuming that you will have the right direction. Hackathon is here to test ideas, not to build a fully feature project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
advice.
thing is, it's important to showcase this idea, this solution, right? Not building all small features like, okay, we need somewhere, we need, if it's mobile app, like receive notification, remove notification, this or that settings, right? All those small things that come in software development, like showcase the idea, how it works, what it is about, and
The most important features.
Most important things. And yeah, since it's Hackathon for Good and this solution should be open source, hopefully some of that parts can be used by those NGOs as a base to build upon and create bigger solutions. So are you excited to see solutions tomorrow? Like you're in council, we will send you to review this. You look forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. I think I will spare some time this weekend watching the proposals. I'm really excited to see the ideas that participants will have. We can all make a dent in this effort for the climate. And I think we don't have enough ideas for fighting this issue. So I'm really excited to watch what they come up with.
Yeah. So are we.
Yeah, it will be great to see. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. Yeah, we'll be.
You're welcome.
We'll be in touch tomorrow. We will let you know about submissions, and yeah, look forward to what council will review. I see that we have Asim joining us.
Bye-bye. Hi, Asim.
Bye-bye. Hi, Asim.
Hi, Christopher.
Hi, Asim. How are you?
Good. Good. How are you?
We are fine. A bit tired, but I guess that's nothing against what our participants are, I think.
Yeah.
The fourth day, right?
Yeah, it's been a long week. We've seen some pictures with a lot of coffee and energy drinks around them and such. And I have to notice you're growing some garden now behind you. I mean, you were a guest earlier in the Hello World, so like, yeah, something is new there.
Yeah, something is new. And also, by the way, the noises you hear are somebody's decided to build something just outside my house.
Yeah, it happens.
So,
That's
have I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen, but we hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put my camera back on and off again. That sometimes helps. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I've got I'm growing cucumbers, tomatoes, and some more cucumbers there. And my wife has just as much in her office. Yeah, so we're planning for the growing season in the UK.
Cool.
And getting it ready for that.
So do you have a garden where you're going to plant them later on when they grow bigger?
Yeah. So we have. I'll tell you the story. If you want the story, I can tell you the story. About 2 years ago, I wasn't into gardening. Or growing anything, but something started growing at my front door. Just randomly started growing at my front door. Can you hear me? Are you?
Yeah, we can hear you even if you're frozen.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
something started growing on my front door, and I was like, what is this thing? But instead of getting rid of it, we just let it grow. And I posted on Twitter, I said, does anybody know what this plant is? And it became a big mystery because no one could guess what this plant was. And it kept on growing. It went to 6 feet. It went across my driveway for 6 feet.
Wow.
And then these things started growing out the side, but still nobody could guess what it was. And some people were like, oh, it's a courgette. Some people were saying it's a gourd. Some people were saying it's a pumpkin. And then, but that plant species is very difficult to figure out what it actually is until it's completely made. And so it was very exciting. And then at the end of the year, we discovered it was a pumpkin. We had like 3 or 4 pumpkins in our driveway. And then last year with COVID, we had a complete lockdown and we started growing stuff in our back garden. So I ended up growing about 40 tomato plants.
Wow.
And we were self-sufficient for a whole month. So at least a whole month, everything we took was from our garden. And so this year I went crazy. This year we have half of our garden as a farm, and we're just constantly growing seeds.
Yeah.
We plan on being kind of mostly self-sufficient over the summer. Yeah.
I actually interviewed a friend of mine in Hello World about a year ago almost. He was starting a platform for farmers in India, rural India actually, to help them have a better farming, so be more efficient and so on. But the second thing they're offering is actually to consumers to help them have gardens. And they could have a garden on the balcony or the terrace and so on. And that was becoming a huge thing just because of COVID as well, because stores and so on was closing. So it seems to be a big trend coming actually. So Sim, what's your role at Microsoft?
For the new people on the stream, not knowing you.
Sure. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna try and close off some machines, some programs on my computer to see if that's causing the slowdown. I think it's a little bit better already.
Yeah.
So my role at Microsoft is something called Green Cloud Advocacy. So it's both to figure out what does it mean, what is a green application is kind of the first. Was the first part of my job, was helping to define what does Microsoft think of a green application, what is a green application, but then also figuring out how to then build and maintain and run and deploy green applications, both in the cloud, but then also on the client, on mobile, across that spectrum. And what that kind of role grew into was essentially, we discovered earlier on that what we're describing is a new field of computing called green software engineering, and we started to recognize that, and we started to then support the growth of this new field of green software engineering, which is very exciting.
Yeah, because you have both principles and philosophies behind it, right?
That's right. Yeah. So there's a couple of principles. What we recognized at the start was, in order to be a green software engineer, you had to know a set of things which you typically aren't taught, or you're never taught really in any kind of computing area. And first off, when you talk to people about green software engineering, and I would do the same thing, and it is still important. The first thing people would think of is how can I make my code, super efficient. But really, it's not about narrowing your scope. It's about broadening your scope and becoming aware of a number of other disciplines in the world, absorbing that information. And once you can kind of broaden your scope and absorb that information, then some amazing opportunities can appear before you to kind of reduce the emissions of your application. But then we also have these two philosophies. So there's a culture of green software engineering as well as just the practicalities, and the culture is about
we will post a link to read more, so no worries about that. And there is link to Hello World episode where they can hear the whole story just as a intro. So are you excited to be part of council? Some solutions are coming your way tomorrow to take a look to validate those submissions. Like what do you expect? Like what are your expectations there?
Oh, my expectations. I like not to have too many expectations, to be honest with you. But I am really hoping. I'm really excited to see what the solutions that people come up with, because what I really like about hackathons is, unlike kind of a project at work where someone is kind of like prescribed every single issue and task and everything you need to do in order to solve that problem. With a hackathon, it's more just a headline, and then it's just seeing the creativity of people, and that's what I'm really interested to see is just the creative thinking, because how I might solve a problem if I'm given a specific kind of task is very, very different to how other people might solve a problem. And with hackathons, what happens is you lose the luxury of time, and so your creativity has to ramp up in order to make up for that. And that's what I'm really excited about. Yeah, seeing the solutions tomorrow.
Will be fun to see. And if you would be picking some challenge or some track, which track would you pick? Or challenge?
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of these NGOs myself, so I don't want to particularly pick one or the other. But I just think, honestly, I will honestly, hand on heart, say that every single one of these challenges that has been set, I've read all of them, and every single one of them has something which makes me think, wow, this is something that I can see who or what is going to benefit. And I think all of us kind of, we want that in our lives. We want to know that the work we do can have a tangible, real benefit, rather than we hope it maybe has a benefit at some point in the future. Here you can see the real benefit. Yeah. So I'm gonna flake out of answering that question.
It's fine. Yeah. You've been participating, judging, mentoring hackathons. Any advice you could give for participants last 24 hours to push through?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, isn't it? I'm not going to give. I also believe very. Don't. I'll be honest with you. If there's a moment that I've flaked out and I've at hackathons, it has been in the last push. I would honestly say, be kind to yourself. It's okay. It's been hard. You've been really pushing a lot. You've achieved amazing stuff already, and just get through the next 24 hours. Be kind to each other. Be kind to your family, to your friends. Get their support, and just be kind to yourself. It's okay. It's amazing stuff.
We have such a good council. Like everybody is saying, take it easy. And be kind.
Where's the winning mentality?
This is competition.
Like that scene, Conan the Barbarian. What was it? I won't repeat it. It's destroy your enemies, whatever.
But I guess it's important not to falter now that you're so close to the goal. Right. Yeah. So push through and be happy with what you have achieved, and make sure that you deliver something. So you haven't sort of just spent 4 days and then nothing came out of it. So take what you have and try to finish as much as possible and deliver something.
Yeah.
And we know it has to be a video, less than 3 minutes, or maximum 3 minutes. It has to be code in a depository on
Summer code repository. Just open source code repository, so organizations, NGOs can also look at those this code.
And no matter fill in a template, so
no matter how many lines of code are written, some lines can help someone out there and save some time. And this is for good. Thanks a lot to Sim for joining us today. It was a pleasure to see you, and we'll be in contact, and we also look forward to those submissions. We see a lot of people asking questions, communicating with mentors, this and that, but how many submissions will be there and which exactly challenges and such, we don't know yet. So we are excited also to see what comes tomorrow.
Okay. So, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Presentation.
What did you say?
So, just a second, and we'll be back. Interesting chats,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And I'm happy that we got the sound to work now, so that we could have the last guest coming on. So it was nice.
It's nice. So remember, hashtag social media. Yeah.
Take some crazy pictures now.
Yeah.
Put them on.
Submission criteria. Dev post project page with solution description, 3-minute video explaining the solution, and open source project submission.
Ah, is Lisa online?
We got Lisa back.
That's
Can
then
we
let's
try?
speak to her. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Awesome.
Technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens from time to time. But yeah, that was our first technical failure this week, that someone didn't have sound. Otherwise, it worked. So great that you are back. Thanks for joining us again. Yeah.
So could you let us know a bit about who you are? We've been speaking a little bit about you, but of course it's nicer to get your own words.
Yeah, sure. My name is Lisa Malner, and I work at Copenhagen Capacity as a tech investment manager. I specialize with AI investments, but really I work with all tech. And what that means is that when companies are looking to resettle or to open in Greater Copenhagen, which includes southern Sweden, we provide them any services free of charge to help them out. And also, I am part of the startup ecosystem here in Denmark and in Copenhagen especially, and a few initiatives that help bring the community together. So I'm really excited to be part of this hackathon.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
So I was telling Goran, or I asked Goran actually, where you two met, and introduced you as one of the veterans as well. And Annette was relating to you as those kind of people who like hackathons, like a special type. And I can agree, I must say. But when did you get in touch with hackathons the first time?
The first hackathon. I mean, I was exposed to them in university, which I think is the case for a lot of people that are joining for the first time. They probably heard about it in school.
Yeah.
I was part of a hackathon for innovation solutions when I was in my first year of university, which I won. So of course, then I was very motivated to continue to use this format, because I could see that even if the solutions weren't always long-term, it was always a good learning experience, and it's a way to test and improve your skills. But it's really exciting to be part of hackathons like this, where there's such a diversity of participants that you can really see things that can happen and will be solutions that will last beyond the hackathon.
Yeah. So what's your best experience from a hackathon?
My best experience? Well, Goran, I don't know if you remember, but when we had our Hack the Crisis Denmark, which was a really exciting hack that we did last year at the beginning of the COVID pandemic, it ended up being the largest hackathon ever in Denmark. And what was cool about it is that even though they didn't, win, we had a lot of people that joined that were really pushing their limits and were joining the hackathon for the first time. And it's really exciting to introduce people to new technologies and formats and get them out of their comfort zone. So that was really satisfying. It was a hackathon that didn't have only hackathon people, as you say.
Yeah, it's great. And especially, it was a lot of fun there for those people also joining and doing something, achieving something, and was.
And I also think at that time it was really crucial that we solved certain things, right? Because we were really in a situation where we'd never been before, and it wasn't something that we could wait with solving like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. We had to find solutions now. For some things at least. So I think it's also an interesting way to see how you can spark ideas quickly and then actually make stuff that doesn't have to be, long projects for them to fly.
And it was start of this generation of online hackathons, right?
Exactly.
Basically, most of hackathons earlier were in person. It's kind of different experience, But what we've seen in, like, I personally went to hackathons, been to a lot, just to go there, meet people and such. But people meet easier in this way. I think the way we see they interact on Discord and connect quickly. And we had a chat with yesterday with one team that is working from 4 different countries and all over the world. And
that wouldn't happen maybe otherwise. So
because it would be a long distance to go to some place and such. So it's really interesting and amazing. Any tip that you would give to our participants? They have 24 hours left, a bit less, to submit.
I think that when you are a participant, the important thing, if you have more than the prototype, is also the storytelling that you do for how the solution will succeed and continue after the hack. So thinking beyond the next 24 hours, even if you don't finish anything, what are the next steps that you want and can implement? I think that's really important for the judging as well, that even if you didn't manage to do everything you wanted to do, that the vision is there and that you are interested in continuing, because partners like us are here to help you find those resources to make it a continuous project and not just a short-term project.
Yeah, I think that's a very good tip. So that actually something comes out of it in the long run as well. Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
So what are you most excited about? What are your expectations on this hackathon? What are you hoping for?
Expectations? Well, I don't know. I mean, should I get my hopes up? My expectation is that we're going to save the world by solving global warming.
Well, one line of code at a time.
Exactly.
So slowly, like, if we make even small progress, it was worth it, right? It was worth it to spend this time and okay, if you would hack, which challenge you would choose? Which track you would choose? Ecosystem, water, waste, carbon.
I think I would be particularly interested in water waste. At a personal level, in my municipality, there was recently an E. coli scare. So it seems like something that never affects us here in the Nordics, but of course it affects everybody. And secondly, because I know that you talked with Annette about how Copenhagen is trying to be the #1 city for SDGs and sustainability. But one thing that we are behind on is water safety and solutions related to that. So I think it would be nice to contribute to bringing up the level of where we're at in Copenhagen and maybe solving something for people around the world, but also locally. We might not realize how much we need it until you need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us this second time. So we had a proper interview with you. Yeah, and we look forward to submissions tomorrow and for council to take a look at those, and that the judges will pick the best, and we announce those on Sunday at 5 p.m. Yeah, so it will be a lot of fun to see what comes our way, what solutions will be seen.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing the solutions.
Yeah.
Great.
So thank you so much for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Okay.
Perfect.
Great that Lisa joined back.
Exactly.
We were saying submission criteria, and there was page 3 up to 3-minute video, open source, linked. Submission tomorrow 5 p.m. So, should we talk a bit about presentation for hackathon?
Yeah, you're the expert. So how do you prepare your presentations?
Well, I have some experience from previous hackathons, and I did one some, so I guess there was something correct in making those presentations. And the way I do it, I introduce the idea, solution that we build, like as simple as possible, as understandable as possible, so everybody can understand what it is. Showcase some demo, what was built on the hackathon, and usually explain how it can be scaled up, applied elsewhere, and of course introduce the team behind the hackathon. And I think that's what participants should put in this 3 minutes video. quickly explaining, okay, this is our idea, this is the challenge we were solving, this is what we build, and that's how it works, and the people behind it are we, our team, right? So that's the important stuff.
Okay. Are there any other ways to do it?
There are, but because I said I would do it that way. You can do it in many different ways. Often, sometimes I also do it in a way, and I see often people do it when you imagine some person and tell that person's story and how that person would use your application to achieve something. So you could say story, this is Kim, she is 36 and she would like to save the world, solve the climate problems, and she will use this app because of this and that, and explain through some personal user story like how it could be used. You can also, if you find it relevant for your solution, keep in mind you need to keep video up to 3 minutes, otherwise it will not be accepted. If you can, maybe you can ask someone, someone in your house or some friends. Yeah. Okay. Give us opinion on this app, right? So you can hear some second thoughts, like, and maybe if it's relevant, include that also.
Or ask our mentors.
Yeah. Or ask mentors and include that in the presentation. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So what tools would you recommend to use for the presentation?
Well, we said presentation, they need to describe, but for the presentation, for the video itself, there are many those tools you can record with your mobile. You'll find a lot of applications that will allow you to do that. You can record your screen also on computer. No matter is it PC, Mac, like you can record your screen, how application works, or mobile screen. If it's mobile application, depends what you are showing. Combine that video with different programs. I personally use on Mac, I use iMovie, which is super simple to put video clips together. You can find a lot of those programs. Ask your team members at least to take a picture of themselves to send it to you, whoever is making video in team, so you can have those pictures. You can quickly switch between them and show who the members are. Yeah.
But isn't the code more important, or how important is the presentation really?
Judges will look at the presentation.
So the presentation is the most important part?
Yes, presentation is most important part, because judges will look at those 3-minute videos, and if it clicks with them and they figure out, yeah, this really something behind this idea and such, they will also read through your text. They will read anyway, but they will pay more attention to text describing the solution to find more details what you try to achieve. So yeah, stick it like this story to 3-minute video and then explain it nicely in this text.
Yeah. Any other tips? Less than 24 hours?
Yeah, just now push it through. Like you are there. You built your solution. Like some council members said, yeah, doesn't matter if everything doesn't work, and no need that you had to include all the features. Important is to showcase idea and to showcase solutions. Some prizes that we have, like SUBAC prize, this accelerator program, or the Startup Wise Guys prize, also accelerator mentorship, can help you take this one step further with the mentorship. And also we as a Stratitech also offer to main track winners this mentorship program where we can help you out to shape that project a bit more.
Yeah, so I guess Lisa's tips about also being able to explain the vision of what you want to achieve is really important, because that's what you can actually achieve afterwards.
Yes.
And work towards.
So idea, solution, how it can be applied, scaled, and so, yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so getting to the judging criteria. Impact, feasibility, implementation, and innovation. If you explain that idea, okay, it's not just solving this one challenge, can help some other organization out there and can really solve that challenge, right? What you've been working on, then yes, it has impact. It will change something. Feasibility, can you really build it with technology, with regarding legal and other aspects? This legal is interesting because we also have one challenge that is just about that, like
Exactly.
terms when you apply to different countries, right? Implementation, how much you've done. You'll submit the code to this repository, like is there just, is it showcasing your idea? Is there something clickable, something reusable that those NGOs will actually use? And innovation, okay, is it innovative? Is it creative? And using the latest technologies. The thing is, as Sim said, you are now in a short time frame, so your creativity and innovation needs to be high, in able to present something like really cool at the end. Personal banners still available. If someone needs them and want to showcase the participation on Hackathon in the social media, those are not counted as social media promotion.
Exactly.
We usually do at the beginning opening, right? For that you need to post some picture, hopefully your team, what you are doing. Azure passes are still available. Sherry got a lot of requests for them, so yes, if you need one, even though now it's a short time, but maybe you worked offline and now want to publish it, make it available in the cloud. If you need one, just reach out. There is a link on our Discord how to get one. Stream schedule every day at 5. This is stream number 5, right? Monday was 2.
It is, yeah. Exactly.
So one more tomorrow, 5 p.m. We are closing at 5. And 5 p.m. we will have different guests tomorrow from Microsoft, telling us a bit about their expectations, and everything will be submitted. We expect to at least have some initial numbers that we can share and such. And then we wait Sunday for the winner announcement, and that will be a lot of fun to hear which projects.
Very exciting.
Yeah, that was it for today. Thanks for joining, and we hope we gave some useful information. I think there was.
I hope so as well.
Yeah.
Keep at it. Don't give up.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do it. Exactly. No, we believe in you, and we hope that we will see a lot of submissions tomorrow.
Yeah, careful with coffee.
Exactly. And remember, it's for good. So please do submit.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for today.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, and see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.